Peace and Black Power, family. Welcome to another episode of Knowledge Born with the Science After Midnight edition. You can subscribe to the show here, www.youtube.com/Do Knowledge Radio. That's DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO. Check out our hub site, our e-commerce site at DoKnowledgeRadio.com. Check out our services. You can book one of our services, www.dtgempoweryou.com. And you can follow the show Instagram at KnowledgeBorn357 on Instagram and on Twitter at KnowledgeBorn15 on Twitter. And if you're looking to be a guest on the show or start your own series, you can email us at doknowledgeradio@gmail.com. And you can support the show and our community outreach initiatives via PayPal, paypal.me/Do Knowledge Radio, and on Cash App, cash tag /$ Knowledge Born Allah. So that's all of our administrative things that I needed to take care of. So without any further ado, let's welcome the reason for the season here. Can't have this late night show without our warrior sister Sass, aka Bomb First.
Shalom, can I be heard? Shalom, can I be heard? Shalom, can I be heard?
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Yo, yo. Yeah, I think it was a sound issue on my end. Not on yours.
Shalom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. It was
I'm
on my end.
sorry. I was the elder. Enough said. Okay. All right, I'm here.
No, that's all good. On my end, I couldn't hear any sound, so it wasn't you.
Mm-hmm.
So shalom, give thanks. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm bombing first too. You know what I'm saying? I'm bombing first for these roaches that's out here.
Uh-oh. I would ask for some names, but I'm not going to do that right now.
It's a lot of roaches out here. You know, Tupac he dealt with them like that.
Yeah, he called them roaches.
Yeah. Brave for you pump up.
Mhm. A lot of people don't even know about this song. I'm like, how? How you? That was a whole battle going on. East Coast, West Coast. What are you talking about? Where were you? Talking about
They probably
East
wasn't
Coast
born
rappers.
yet. Yeah, they probably
No, they
wasn't
were
born
born. No, they were born. They
yet.
weren't. I don't know what was going on. Like, I mean, it was a battle.
Maybe
I
they
don't know how
were
y'all missed it.
conceived. Maybe they were conceived off of hit 'em
Uh
up.
no, they were born. It's just that nobody, no, nobody. I mean, I'm like, how can you not know? Really?
maybe, maybe they were conceived off of hit 'em up. You know, or who shot you?
Call the cops if you see Tupac. I love that. I love that. I'm sorry. He won that. He won that whole. I know you probably don't think so, but to me, I felt like he won that.
Oh, he got busy. He
Yeah, he
started.
won that thing. He won that battle. Oh, I love that beat. So, what's good? What's good? Did I say that? I don't be saying that. What's good? I'm trying to be
Evidently,
hip.
you say it now. What's good?
I'm yeah, I'm trying to be hip. Trying to be hip. Hip. Let me click off of this because it'll take my attention away. There's always some drama going on. Always. I mean, it just never ceases. Like it just never. Ah man. Okay. Uh, they built a black-owned campground. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm looking at some different types of black businesses and stuff, and you
Hmm.
know, that campground thing is a little bit. It seemed too. They don't seem like a money maker to me, but these people did it, so I'm just like reading up and stuff. Trying to
See,
find some people like me and my partner, but I'm
right.
not finding it. Yeah, just to get some more insight, but I'm just not finding it. I mean, people are doing some good things, but I mean, a campground, I don't know about that. Oh well, RV park, like AKA
Yeah.
RV park. Yeah, like how
RV
many
park.
how many black people are RVing? I know it's increasing. People living in their vehicles, especially black people. It's growing. It's a growing thing. Um, that could be a good investment, because the biggest complaint with that in that market is that there's no safe place for black people, you know, to camp or live out of their cars or whatever, because of like racism and lynching and stuff like that. And those full-time RVers, those black ones, they'll be the first to tell you that you can't go wherever you want in this country.
Right.
so so yeah, so that's what I've been looking at, seeing what they're doing, and of course, Black Enterprise magazine, and reading up on in that and subscribe. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I keep up with black business.
You got to look where you can look.
Right.
I remember when it was black when we were young. Black Enterprise.
Yeah, I know. I know. But you get that white money investment. I mean, there's nothing like it. Like it, just to
Hmm.
tell you the truth, we need to talk about that. Like, there's nothing like it. I mean, you go from this low level, you get up real high. You know, you have the potential to get up so high, but the problem is that you don't come back down low and help somebody else. Get the stepping stone going. Even invested in someone else, like taking a risk. Because I was talking to someone today. I said, we spend a lot of time trading every day, like, because, I'm addicted to it. But, we're all trading, and, you know, selling, buying stocks and things, right? It's fun, right? So, um, it's like, what if
You're a
we, what if we
trader.
took that money, not like that. No, I'm talking about Wall Street. I'm talking about, talking about that stuff. the market. But I'm talking about like if we took that money we're risking, right? All the time, right? And we put it into a black person to start
Mhm.
a business. You know what I'm saying? And have them run. You know what I'm saying? Invest in that and then cash out of that business, and then they'll own their own business solely, right? What if we did that? That became a whole discussion. Let me just tell you how fast it ended up to be a negative conversation. I had to leave. I had to leave because it became so negative, and I was just wondering like why does it always have to be negative? So what if you lose money investing in a black person? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? You're losing. I mean, you lose money all the time over here. You have money sitting over here that's really not growing like that as fast as you want. Why don't you put it? You know what I'm saying? Trying to start something. I mean, it's just incredible how we think of each other, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. So that was my rant just now. That was my rant. That was my rant.
What did you think of the shows today?
Those shows. Why you ask me that? Um. Okay. Well, I'm gonna comment on Baba and Mama Baruti. Of course, they remind me of Baba and Mama. I'm not gonna mention names because I'm so jealous of them, and like that. I love them so much. But I love watching them. Like the chemistry there, it's just it's magnetic, and I love them. I love to Baba Amin and his wife. I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with Baba Mama Baruti as well. I just like that. That's like the epitome of black love, is it not? Like it's just amazing, and they're amazing, and they talk, and I talk just like them. I was talking like them before I even knew about them. It was refreshing to know and to hear elders speak like that because it just let me know that I'm not off and I'm not going off, and that what I say is correct. What I'm saying is correct, and other people see. So yeah, it's just confirmation for me, that to hear all of that. So yeah, they spoke about education, and what Baba Guru said we need to start like on the micro level. Um, I mean, he must have like a lot of patience. I don't have that kind of patience, but it got me thinking. It got me thinking, and I'll share this with you later at a later time. But yeah, it got me thinking. It kind of inspired me because I was already inspired. With this, I had this idea in my head, and I was already inspired, right? Because it was one way, but now I'm thinking maybe it could be this way. Like to add on to what I was thinking about and starting up. You know, um, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, it got me to thinking. So I was very inspired today, um, by the interview and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I also want to add. I want to add this now. Black feminism. Okay, if you want to call it that, because that is not what the black women back then called it, right? They were fighting causes for the black man, woman, and child as well. Because Mama Baruti said that during the civil rights movement, the fight was for the black man, woman, and child, but then the white money came into the picture, and messed everything up. So as compared to um, as to the contrary of Black Lives Matter, which is a totally, um, crack organization led by homosexuals and things of that nature, which is not our movement. And I've said this before, it is not ours. And I concur with them, and I've said it that you cannot like how are you um, out there protesting with Protestants? Number one, number two. your enemy. Like that makes no sense. You fighting the ones that are with you, so called fighting with you. Like it's it's really silly. But the thing is that I'm not seeing too many black people out there anyway, and I think they're catching on. So yeah, I just want to put it that way because I do tune in to these protests at night to see who is actually out there in these cities, and it's like a handful of black people. Okay, a handful. New York City had some sort of rally last night for black women, like rights for black women out there. You had a handful of black women out there in Times Square talking about black women matter and stuff. I mean, we already know this. I mean, you cannot convince your enemy of this, no matter what you say or whatever you do. So I didn't see the point of even going out there. But like I said, it was just a handful of us seeing it as an opportunity because there's so many white people out there. Because if you see them out there, you're kind of thinking that they're changing their tune and that they are, they can sympathize with you and hopefully change the minds of other white people. So, but we all know that is just a fairy tale. That just does not work. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, I'm not bashing whoever, if it was a black woman who set up that protest or whatever. I'm not bashing her or whatever, but it just wasn't correct. It just wasn't the correct thing. I'm not sure why they don't come to notable minds in the community that have been doing like this work for a long time, like Mama and Baba, Baruti. Like, why wouldn't they go to them to ask for like the elders for advice on how to do these things? We just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and we get the same results, right? So yeah, it's pointless to even go out there to do it that way. So yeah, I don't agree with going the political route either, begging politicians, mostly crackers, to instate to create laws to give us our holidays, mandate them. And no, I don't agree with at all. Um, that is pointless. We don't need them to do that. We just need them to leave us alone. So that's all I wanted to say about that. So yeah, that's my thoughts about of that thing.
Word. It was very interesting yesterday, since it's after 12 o'clock, get to get my family on and have them share their thoughts and show some love. So to get Baba and Mama on together, that was like a blessed occasion.
They spoke
Yeah.
really good words about you. They spoke very good words about you, which you don't really get to hear often, you know. So I know you felt honored to hear those words that they were speaking about you, called you a serious mind in this community.
Yeah, that's amazing to receive acknowledgement from your eldership, you know,
Hmm.
because as you can see, Baba quick on the trigger with that stupid and stupidity and stupid people.
For real.
Stupid, stupid. Yeah, yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
That's
So,
the talk I was talking about. That's the talk of like to hear people who talk like me. And these are elders and they know exactly what they're talking about, you know? But there's people who believe that they're smarter, who've lived a lot less time than they had and thinking they're coming up with something new when it's already been done. And it
that's good.
failed. It failed. But you still want to you want to keep going to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like gonna keep getting in the ring with a monster. With Mike, That's silly. You gotta do it another way. You gotta get a gun and shoot that. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry. I can't be talking like that. No.
You
Stop.
sure can. This is the place for it. I don't know where else you're gonna talk like that.
You can't fight everybody with your fist. Sometimes you need to go
Right,
get a weapon, a stick, or something. Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
That's that's where we come from. He said you can't beat him,
Right.
you better pick up something and knock the shit out
Yeah.
of him. You go home whooped and see what happened. My mother was waiting. My mother, my older brothers, you know, my sister, anybody come home talking about somebody that chased you home. Yeah. My cousin, she locked me out the house one time. She was like, "You're gonna have to fight them." I was like, "I just beat them up." It's not like I just had like a little fight where I lost and I'm running in the house. I'm like, I done beat him up like 3 times. She's like, "Well, beat him up another time. I want to
Yeah.
see it because I think you running from him." So I'm like, "All right." So it was like 3 or 4 of them, and I fought all 3 and 4 of them. And then she saw, and then she seen how angry my face was, and she was like, "Oh." I said, "Now open the damn door." And somebody came to the door, and she threw some hot water out of the
Damn
pan.
hot water. Hot water.
Yeah, my cousin was off the chain.
Wow.
Crazy. So she could say she did something. Yeah, my family off the chain. Rest in peace to my cousin.
And then what's the other one? I can't remember. I forgot what I was gonna say about the other one. Um hmm. How did I just I thought about it and when it was right here in my mind and now it's gone. Goodness. Oh, I'll think of it. But yeah, that was a good 37 minutes.
Yes. Had to get on their calendar. They got a lot going on, a lot of commitments and things like that. And they try their best to make all of the commitments. And I was like a toss in. So,
Mhm.
you know, and they don't just go everywhere either, too. So,
Right. I don't just go anywhere either.
right,
Well, yeah, especially now. Like, no. And it's a shame when you know better too, and you still do it. You need to get your butt kicked. Like, so I'm cool. I'm cool with that. you know, what do you expect? You go somewhere and like, man, I shouldn't even, man. And then you go and then you get your butt kicked, and then, man, live and learn, right?
right.
And stop being so stupid, right? Don't be stupid next time. Yeah, because everybody don't speak your language. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, I remove myself once I learn what you're about, and it don't go with what I am about. I will back up. I back up slowly from black people though. Everybody else, I move quickly. You know what I'm saying? But I try to give chances and. You know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe it'll turn out like this, or it will change. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my own people, so I do give some leeway there. But with other people, I run away. I get the hell out of there. Like, I, I,
Got
I'm silent and I lay in wait. But I'm like the freaking boogeyman. I kid you not. People just flee when I come. I love it. Man, I'm telling you, that's my nickname, boogeyman. Or people get crazy like that. Okay, since they're European, boogie woman. I can't walk around saying I'm the king, so I'll say queen.
Say whatever you want to say.
In my language, it's Malak. Okay, in my language, that's king. That means all it means is ruler. It don't king is English. That's how they make it seem like a man, right? But all it means is ruler. I rule over my own soul, with the guidance of the Most High God. That's how I rock, and I've always been that way. And therefore I've never become a victim of anyone. All praises to the Most High. And that's where all that hate come from, because of my way of thinking, and I can't help it. I'm me. I'm me, and I like to be around my own people. I can't help it. It's because it's my people, right? So I mean, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing to uplift yourself and your people, and forget everybody else. That's the right thing to do. Yeah, no.
You already know my answer. You like, yeah,
I
no,
don't even.
like you need mine. Like you don't know it.
So I don't care. Nobody's gonna stop me from saying black first. Nobody's gonna say my people first. Black people reign supreme. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is about a leeway. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. So
Can you see this?
that's 2020 African Independence Prelude Celebration. Yes, I see it. Everybody on there.
I tried to craft it together a little bit. I saw this. I was like, this got to be the background. Fresh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fresh to death. Yeah.
fresh,
Like
fresh.
$1 million. Yep.
You know. So I was like, let me just do some clever collage type of thing. I didn't get everybody, but I got a few people on
Mm-hmm.
there because this is what that prelude celebration is going to be like. And these are the people most of the people that's involved later on in the broadcast from 4 to 8. So this is the prelude show, and I was trying to do something. I was trying to get my fancy on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. To go Bye Bye Me and Mama and Koyo down there, and
Yeah,
you got Bama Baba at the top. Look at that.
yeah. I'm Pam Africa over here
Yeah, I
in the
see.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
I got George and Jonathan Jackson. You
Yep.
already know.
That's right. That's right.
I had to make space. You see what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
this is covering her bag. So in her bag, she's Jonathan Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? Like run your shit,
Mm-hmm.
crack like run your shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And in the book and in the bushes, you got Yana Marcus Josiah Garvey, you got George Lester Jackson, you got my brother Richard Raw, you got Dr. Carlton Jones and his queen, you got Break the Foundation right there. Uh, and you got Baba Marcus Klein from Freedom Home Academy International. So got some serious educators, some serious warriors, and some serious African liberation propagandists on this whole thing surrounding this African woman. You understand? So it's like she's not just there by herself. Like, nah, son, nah, don't get it twisted. So that was me trying to get a little fancy. Try to get a little fancy.
I see. I see. I
Yeah,
see. Mm-hmm.
I'm working this little Canva situation because I got Adobe and all that other stuff, and I got it for no reason apparently. Because
Premiere.
yeah, Premiere, I got all
Mm.
that Premiere and the photo and blah blah
Uh-huh.
blah. And I could be making movies out here,
Mm-hmm.
but I
It's
don't know
good
how
to
to work
know,
it.
It's good to
Yeah,
know.
I'm learning it. I'm learning it.
It's a good side hustle. Yeah.
I'm learning it. There's like a billion graphic designers out here. I only wanted to learn these tools for myself because I got tired of waiting on people, tired of the backlog that people have, and you want to be treated like priority, but this is somebody's business, and you don't know how many people they got in front of you, and all of the things that they work in, and plus their own life and all that. So I'm just like, all right, let me learn how to do this myself a little bit, and you know They was looking jacked up at the beginning. You know, the joints was looking jacked up at the beginning, but
Yeah.
they getting a little. They getting. You said yeah too. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I was working.
You
to
got
try to
better
figure that stuff
though.
out.
You
You
got
know,
you got better.
there's tools on here. You got to look at the tools. You got to look at these templates. You got to spend a little time in here, and it's worth a little investment for me because constantly on the move doing stuff. So you got to be able to do something real quick. And my turnaround time is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, graphic art. Yeah.
I was waiting 10 days and 2 weeks for one. Like so, and I was paying a lot of money. So some of the big stuff I still, I
I
send
can't
out.
I can't I can't help you with that. If you like need a network setup or cloud or wireless, I can hook you up. But other than that, graphic art, nah. I don't have the
Yeah,
patience for it.
me either. But
I
I,
used
I
to
had
just
to
pay
learn.
people.
I had to learn to get the patience because you have to get that turnaround time. If you got
Yeah.
something like, say you get an interview and they like, yeah, I'm ready in 2 hours. You don't got nobody that's gonna drop everything for you to get you something that looks great in 2 hours. You
Mhm.
got to work with what you have, and I just go through this stuff, and it's so much in there. But I go right to like boom, 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 and
Uh
just
huh.
next thing you know, bam. Yeah. Like when I seen that sister, I say, "Oh yeah, I'm using this right here. I'm using this. This is it." Boom.
Mhm.
Because you know how people they want to see something pictorial. This other stuff it looks okay, but they want to see something
Yeah, the
pictorial.
visuals. Yeah, it's all about the visuals, and then it gives the perception that you're more professional than what you are. But that's not the case. It's just it's for looks. Don't get it twisted. Everybody who got like pristine graphics ain't professional. Oh, sorry. Did I say that? My bad.
It's all good.
And I mean, we've known graphic artists for. I mean, who used to do our party flyers? I still know all
Right.
the people who do it, and they can just simply make me graphics and I just have not gone and done anything like that. But yeah, we have always had artists, and they do have a backlog. Like they're
Right.
very high in demand. Very,
So I don't want to put that strain and that burden on them. Like if I'm
but it's
doing something
art.
major,
Mhm.
if I'm doing something major, and I don't want to leave it to chance. Boom.
Mhm.
I go with the best, and I pay the asking price. But if it's just something I could do, like a little thumbnail, a little flyer, a little something, a little promo, whatever, I
Yeah.
just do it real quick, bat, and then just keep
Mhm.
it. And they got tools in here. You can remove the background. You can make it look all crazy. You could do all kind of little stuff if you just take your time and look at it. They got all kind of little stuff you can add to it.
One of my friends did her wedding invitation off of Canva. I said, "Oh my God, that's so nice. How
Yeah,
you
they got
do
all
that?"
kinds of
Mhm.
stuff
She did that really professional and saved herself some money.
there. Yeah, it's there. Canva
I'm
is
the
it.
type of person that'll pay somebody to do it. Like
Right.
when it comes to stuff like that, I just don't mess around with it. I pay.
And then I don't want to wait three. But then after, I don't care about waiting, and I don't care about paying the money. But then after that, when I look at it, that shit better look bomb for like 3 weeks.
I
Otherwise, I'm gonna be
know. Yeah,
upset. I'm gonna be upset. Like
yeah. I
I'll
don't
be
DIY
upset. Like
nothing.
word. I
Like
was waiting for this. I
I
was waiting
pay.
for this shit right here.
I pay for everything. You know what? I write it off. It's a business expense. Write that off.
But
Doop
this,
doop doop.
but I'm
Write it
saying,
off.
yeah, quality. I don't want no trash though. Like,
Yeah. Even if it's trash and they present you trash, you got to write it off. That's all. The end. The end.
I don't want no trash.
We're having an online party tomorrow for my friend who got a new job.
Word.
Yeah. She got a new job and she's happy, and we're gonna have like a virtual party online. I know it's silly, but we're in
Oh, that's what's
quarantine.
up. You
You
gotta
know,
celebrate. You
New
gotta celebrate.
Jersey, New Jersey got a spike in cases in Middlesex County, so we're back to square one. So governor said, um, the governor said that he's expecting a spike by Friday. And with the
He's
heat
expecting.
wave, yeah, the way is apparently the children are outside gathering together. They said a bunch of teenagers are now hospitalized. A high number of them got COVID. So, and the babies in Florida and all this other stuff. And so he's expecting, going by the numbers, it'll spike by Friday. So we're going to be back to square one. And then the heat wave. Apparently, the heat keeps the virus alive. Or I'm not sure if that's true or not. I didn't do any research. This is what was explained at the press conference. So yeah. So and my friend, she's working from home. I mean, she didn't have to go to the place. I mean, she, of course, in this day in tech, you do interviews um, through Zoom.
Right.
And she had 4 interviews. Remember I told you about that? Yeah, 4 interviews. She finally got it. And what they did was they sent her all of the hardware she needs to work at home. So they hooked her up nicely. Her whole setup is fierce. So I was like, damn, it's better than mine. God. Like, but but yeah, but she's really happy with everything, and she's working with cloud. I was like, yay! You know how hard it is to get your hands on cloud in tech. Well, that's a whole nother subject and stuff we don't talk about. But anyway, you have to be like a master uh, tech in order for a company to let you put their hands on their cloud, and their wireless. So she's working explicitly with the cloud and some wireless. So I'm happy, for her in that regard. So we're gonna have an online party, and I mean, I got to get some more wine. I finished the other one. Um, yeah. So some popcorn, some boom chicka, and yeah, I'm chilling. So that's what's in the cards. It's good to see girls in tech. All you see is as far as networking is concerned, you see women in software a lot, like programming and stuff like that, but you never see them in networking like that. And it's really nice to see more and more, women getting into this. So yeah, because it's male dominated. If you didn't know, very male dominated, and a lot of black girls. Like it's just amazing. So. Oh, and she was in the Air Force, and that's where she learned most of that stuff. I learned this stuff about 5 years ago. She's got hands up. She's very much more advanced than I am. So she learned it. She passed that test. She's a smart girl in the Air Force. So she was working computers and stuff, networks and things, maintaining for the Air Force.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no police jobs, okay?
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against the military police, but I don't like military police. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I said that out loud.
Fuck 'em.
That's when you dumb and can't pass the test. Yeah, I said it. Your score was too low. Throwing shade.
I was talking about the Last Dragon at the end of the show.
You
This
got
is
that glow. Yeah.
Made me wanted to watch The Last Dragon again. I just need all of the show enough clips because show was the shit. So I'm tired of hearing these Superman stories about the legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Like I'm like, because you watch the movie, you like, oh, okay, this dude must not be, he must can't fight. He be talking all this shit or whatever. But I wonder if he could fight. And right after that, he went from right after that to whooping some motherfuckers' ass. He didn't say any 10 of you. He didn't say any 5 or 10 of you. He said any 50 of you who want me to sit down and shut up, come down here and make me. That's right, suckers. I'm like, they just call out the whole movie theater. Any 50 of you, and they was walking down there. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, this one's mine." He had his crew with him, and he in the front. He ain't in the back talking about they got to get to him.
Sure enough would have been shot. He was messing with me because you don't just get up in front of no movie screen and start wilding out. Like, really?
What was they at on 42nd Street? What was they at?
In the middle of a movie, he get out loud. Come on, man, stop. He would have got shot. When that movie take
place? That's a Harlem.
Well, let me tell you something. That was a movie, okay?
That was Leroy never was in Harlem. I think they was in Manhattan or something at that movie theater.
It had to be because
where they used to watch some kung fu flicks all the time. What was that? 34th or 42nd Street?
Yes, down. It was 42nd. It can't be 34th. You said what? You said 32nd?
No, I said 42nd.
42nd. It's probably most likely it was 42nd. They're all gone now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't stand that movie. You love that movie. I can't stand that movie for nothing.
I'm telling you, that movie was the ish.
Who does that? He was so extra. His outfit was extra. His hair was extra. The way he growled was extra.
He had them shades over, no lenses in them.
Those shades was extra.
Truth.
Yes,
he was the truth.
Extra.
He had them flunkies rolling with him.
But I wore my hair like his though. I had my mama put my hair like that. It didn't look exactly like that, but because it wasn't that long like that. But but I had my hair like his hair. Okay.
He was like beast, cyclone, seats. That's how you coming somewhere.
No, you don't. That's
hey,
not how you coming.
They cleared out the whole row. It's show's row. Beat it.
Yeah, that was a movie. Yeah.
Cleared out a whole row.
And they gonna get up in the front of the movie screen talking ish. Come on. He got shot.
He was bad. No, that was fighting. They would have fought. There would have been some people fighting.
Extra. He was bad though. He was a bad boy. He made that movie, okay? I will say that.
Oh, buddy kicked him in his chest. He said, "You will never use this foot again." Because he wouldn't have got that shot in if he wasn't looking at Leroy. He kicked him in his chest.
Oh man.
Look, when you see him, he was on it. He was on it. I'm telling you. Like, he was on it. The whole movie. He was on it, wreaking havoc. He left, showed up at his dojo, and walked in.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
The sign outside said instructions in the martial arts. So we figured we come in here and get some lessons. I made him kiss my Converse. Yeah, that movie was. Why don't I sit down and what? Like he went right to the crowd. Somebody was talking shit in there.
Didn't he bust into his parents' restaurant?
Yep, and tore that shit
Yeah,
up.
and tore it up. Yeah, he would have really got shot. You know what? It was a movie. It was a movie.
He said, "I was told I could find like how he get that info." I'm telling you, like he was a super goon. He knew every place this trip was at.
And didn't he put hands on his father, on his daddy? They put hands on him, didn't they? Threw him in the trash. What'd they do?
No, that was the little brother. That was
Oh, they put the little brother in the trash. They put hands.
yeah in
See,
the trash.
yeah, that was a movie. That was a movie. Yeah. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
He
They tore
embarrassed
up
him
the.
in front of his students, and then he embarrassed him in front. He embarrassed his families because he was looking for ways to get him to fight because he didn't want to fight.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
That's what he said in there. He said, "Now you got to fight." He said, "Tell that little living chicken hearted son of yours to name the time and the place. Because now you got to fight." I was like, he talking shit.
Yeah. Because everybody's talking about him. He finally came home, but he's the
Oh man.
baddest or whatever. And this is his territory, his turf. Nobody gonna take over and be better than Shogun. So sure enough. So yeah, that's a beef. That's a legitimate beef right there.
He probably got locked up.
Yeah,
While he was
that's
locked
a
up.
legitimate beef right there.
You heard about some young punk talking about he was the baddest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked like he was locked up.
People say, you know what, Zach? How can you say that's a legitimate beef? Black people shouldn't be fighting or whatever. Oh yeah. Somebody coming home to take over what you have been maintaining for a long time. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's not from there no more. He left. He left and he went with other people and learned other things. And then he came back and then everybody's talking about how good this guy is and everything. Yeah, it's gonna make you feel some kind of way. You gotta go cancel that.
Hey, the streets was talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So I'm tired
saying.
of hearing
Like,
these
yeah, so you
legendary
got
Superman stories about the West Side.
we always breaking something down psychologically. We need to stop because because people are like, oh my god, every time you talk about it, you gotta break something down. It's like, god damn it, it's a movie.
Hey, when that little midget came in there with that briefcase, what was he doing? In the cage match fight. Like he was, it wasn't none of this other extra stuff. You see, when they want to find you, they know how to find you. He wasn't on his radar at all. Leroy was beating them boys' ass and then ducked and stuck his head in that damn piranha tank. And that's what it was. See, just like that other movie. Just like that other movie, I Am Legend we was talking about. He didn't give a damn about that girl. Right? All of this was supposed to have been about, making her a star or whatever. He kidnapped the little mix he brought Vanity.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with her. The little piglet that was with her.
Are you talking about the host of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. You called her a piglet?
That piglet that was with her. Piglet. That's what else she looked like. Yeah, a little piglet. And she was like, what?
Wasn't that wait, that wasn't Vanity, was it?
If it's about me, I want you to meet and live. You hear me?
Wait a minute, was that Vanity?
Yeah, that was Vanity.
That was Vanity. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She died horribly. Yeah.
That little piglet, the little fat piglet cracker that was in there that he
She
swore
had
he
she had a bad kidney disease. She died with no kidneys.
Mm.
Yeah. Because she said it was from all the drugging and drinking and the bad life she led in the 80s.
Teach me some moves.
That's what she said. She said that 80s life with all the drugs and the drinking and the whoring around and all that stuff is, killed her body. Yeah.
Her and Ray Dong Chong was running the 80s, boy. Forget
Ray
about
Dong Chong. What happened to Ray Dong Chong? Yeah.
Those two was running the 80s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that other one from the principal, what's her name? The little one, she's a mixie too. I mean, them mixies was. I mean, they took over them '80s. They did.
Yeah, that was Radon Chung.
No, that was no. She played the teacher. I'm talking about the
She
young
played the
girl.
team.
Yeah, she played the teacher in
Oh
there,
yeah,
but
the
the
other.
young girl, she was in a bunch of
Oh
'80s
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
I forgot her
They was rolling
name.
deep.
That little
They was
tough
rolling
one.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, she was in a whole bunch of movies in the 80s.
Yep. Yeah, them mixies was. Yeah. Now I think about it, damn. What's that? What's that one? What that name? No, that one. That one's a Spanish speaker. What's her name? Would you like it if I take you home? Would you still be in love, baby?
Lisa,
What's that?
Lisa.
Yeah, that one. That one. She had the '80s out. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was big in the '80s too. And of course, Full Force was. I should slap him up. You know what? I love Full Force, but come on, all cried out. Y'all couldn't get us onto a sister. You know what? Whatever. Whitney was around, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Right.
on. All that, come on, stop
Damn.
it. You could have got Whitney
1987.
back then. Yeah, they could have got Whitney back then. She wasn't hard to get.
1987, the principal, Jim Belushi.
Yep.
Michael Wright. I gotta
That's
find
a
Michael Wright.
that's a
I'm telling
very talented group though. Full Force, they can sing and they still can sing. And don't you know they don't age? Okay.
Kelly
Those
Joe
three.
Minter. That's who it was. The Mixie.
Okay. That group, the Full Force, they do not age. They still sing. They still. It's like they're the same people. It's amazing. They're blessed. So yeah, ain't my type of hype. That's my song. Ain't my man. I still play that. I do the dance. The Kim they play dance to it, and I do the Teacher Campbell and that other girl. That yeah, I do the dance to it. Yeah,
Oh, they got busy.
house party. Yeah.
They put Kid and Play to shame in that joint.
Mhm.
They
So
had to
yeah.
do some extra stuff to try to redeem themselves, but they had got done in. They got done in.
Mhm.
Her and
Mhm.
that sister that was in Boys in the Hood and all them other movies. Victor Duncan. You're
Victor
dead.
Duncan. Yep. You're
You're
dead.
dead. You hear
Yep.
me?
You're dead. Yep. Now you could tell that was a movie because he should have
Yeah.
been shot up in that showers. He should have been gone. Those were some gang bangers, okay?
Right.
All right, so
Him
that
and
was a
Louis
movie.
Gossett. Right.
Yeah, they
I'm gonna
locked up
see.
Lou Gossett, but that see they didn't kill their brother. They didn't. They just locked his ass up, locked him in the room, the closet. Yep. So that's good. And who beat up that little? Who beat up the little Mexican? When
the
they
one that
had raped
the
the
one
teacher.
the one that couldn't read.
Yeah, the one that could read. But they raped the teacher. I'm like, oh god, like that's bad. So that was like one of the parts of the movie I wasn't digging, but yeah, that happened. So they beat the little Mexican up and stuff. So yeah. I mean, but even in that movie, they wasn't dealing with the brothers. They wasn't. They fixed up the principal's bike after they trashed it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get out of our neighborhood. Like, we don't care if we're degenerates or whatever. You need to get out of our neighborhood, right? Trash the bike and everything. Here they come. Here come the Mexicans because they hate Nick Rose so much. We gonna fix your
Chewy
bike,
moves.
kick their ass. Yeah.
It couldn't read shit.
Let me tell you something. See, Sass. Like you always looking at movies like that. Well, I recognize what's wrong with it. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, but those Negroes are being unruly. I said, well, that was up to the elders to come into the community and stop being afraid of these kids and
That's
kick some
it.
behind. It's up to the elders. As
And Louis
long as the
Gossett.
elders ain't saying anything,
Afraid,
right,
afraid of some young punk that played on the Cosby
right,
Show.
right.
That dude was on the Cosby Show.
He was the one that should have took over.
You saw the Cosby Show with Theo. That was what Theo
You
friends
saw what
playing
Joe. You
tough
saw
in the
what
movie.
you saw what Joe Clark did.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't afraid of nobody. So I mean, look, I'm analyzing the movie, and that's what I see.
He blocked the knife with a megaphone.
Yeah, they put him there as a joke. They put him in the
Yeah.
black community as a joke.
Yeah.
And you know, those Mexicans hate black people so much. They helped this crack boy
Right.
get his life together and help him. You know what I'm saying? Help him do what he needs to do. Now, you know, you go on, if that was a real story, I would like to see that neighborhood today. See what it looked like today. All gentrified up and no black people there. It's up to the community. It's up to your own community to regulate. And that's the problem. That's why outsiders come in. Oh well. I had to go outside yesterday. Like somebody left a can on the in front of the house on the street. I said, oh no. Oh no. Went across the street, rang that doorbell. If one of your little friends leave a can over there, because they park in front of my house all the time. It was one of them. Can you come get this can? The young brother came out, got the can, because he know. Okay, he know. He came right out. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Blah. It will happen again. But I said, because this is getting out of hand. All you and your little friends, you know, your parents left you here with a house, because you know. I love it when black people got money and they can afford to leave their kids in a house that they bought and just move into another house. You know, got rid of those little. I think they run away from their kids, so they left them there, and now they're out of control. But I'm here to regulate. So yeah, you're gonna pick up your trash. Oh, I'm sorry, it will happen again. Blah blah. You know, you got to show some authority. That's all, and they'll listen. They're not as hard headed as the Haitians down the street. You know, I gotta get with them every so often. I mean, it's just horrible, but you know, I love them though. They funny, but you gotta, you know, it's like a love hate thing. But I love them. They always leave their car doors open. Like you must don't want your car doors. Like who does that? Who parks a car in the middle of the street and leaves the car door open? Them.
Ain't nobody messing with their car.
Them. This is what they do. I'm telling you. I said, I've never met a Haitian who just did not do that. I swear to you. I'm like, what? Do you own the whole street? I have
Yes.
to get out the car. Can you? And they see you. They see you. But they still gonna keep talking to their homie. I said, how come I gotta keep? I said, how come every time I gotta keep that? I have to get out the car to come talk to you every single time.
Speaking
Why?
that proper French slang. It's just
Oh
right.
my.
It's a bit that. It's a bit
Yeah, I'm gonna move it in.
that.
I'm. I. I'm a. Yeah, but when they see me get out the car, then they start coming to the car because they know. They know. I'm the only one that doesn't on my block. For some reason, everybody's scared. Like I don't even understand what that's about. But come on, come on. But that's just ridiculous. It's not a 2-lane street. It's a 1-lane street. So if you in the middle of the street, I mean, they leave the doors open like nobody's gonna hit them. Like I mean, you gonna get some niggas around here that's about it and it's gonna hit you, knock the car door off. I've seen it happen before. So yeah, I mean, you gotta, you know, you see something wrong in your community, you gotta speak up. Especially if you've been living there for like a long, long, long time and you one of the indigenous there. I'm considered indigenous. That's what I call myself, indigenous to my hood. You say something. But for the most part, they keep the streets clean. Like if you come around my hood, my section, you know, it's pretty clean, you know. So can't complain about that saying, oh, the streets are dirty.
Hillside is 3 blocks long. That's not even no. What is that?
Nah, I'm talking. No, I'm talking about No, I'm talking about up the hill. I'm talking about Maple Ave. I'm talking about Chancellor. I'm talking about up in there. I'm talking about Sly Street. I'm talking about Wainwright. I got homies on Wainwright still. I don't know if you remember St. James. That's the epitome of the hood.
Yeah.
That's I used to live on that street. Yep. I still got homies over there. Or down on Osborne Terrace. It's clean, I'm telling you.
Osborne Terrace is clean.
Yes, the streets are clean. Yes.
Some white people
That
must have
area
wrote.
is not gentrified yet, but yeah, they keep it clean. Yeah.
Osborne
Yeah, they
Terrace.
keep it clean. Burger. I'm telling you, the homies keep the streets clean. They're not dirty. Now there was a
Bergen
time
Street or
when
Bergen Avenue?
that's Bergen Street. Bergen Street. You know Bergen Street. Bergen
Yeah.
and Avon. That's Bergen Street. The
Yeah,
only
you
other
talking
Bergen
about.
Avenue I know is in Jersey City. That's my hood too.
Yeah.
That's where I be at. Communipaw and Bergen Ave. Yes. So I mean, I've lived everywhere, so that's how I know people, and it's all hood. So
Bergen.
Bergen Street. Yeah.
Can't.
Yep. Yeah. Chance is still hard. It's just the same. But it's clean though. Where high school is clean. Wainwright is clean, even though it's dingy. I mean, it's dingy, and I'm telling you, we doing better than the Bellsburg section. I tell you that. I mean, I went through there. Oh my God, I would not do it again. Sanford Avenue, go like when you go into, I can't. This I can't. I don't even want to describe what I'm talking about.
Sanford.
Yeah, I don't even want to describe what I'm talking. What I'm talking about. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. There's white people walking up and down South Orange Avenue. I kid you not.
Yeah, right.
I kid you not. I'm telling you, when I saw it, I said, wait a minute. What? Since when? Because, I stay in my own hood. I don't, I had to go over there because the VA hospital over there, I got to visit my peoples, right? So I went through there and I'm like, what is this? Yeah. Those are the rejects from Asbury Park.
That was soap back in the day. Soap.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, like they walking around freely. But we know they don't have no money, so that's probably why we let them, you know, harmless, they birds, harmless, but it's still hood, but there's white people there. Yeah.
So Roy Jones is supposed to fight Mike Tyson in the
What
exhibition fight.
what does that mean exactly?
They're gonna have an exhibition fight in September.
I don't know what an
What's that?
exhibition fight is.
It's like a fake fight
Why would they do that?
for money. One, that's one.
Wait. I mean, how does that go? Like, what is a fake? What does a fake fight entail?
There's nothing on the line. It's an exhibition. Like so, there's nothing. It's not like you fighting for a shot or a belt or anything like that. So it's
Oh, so
like,
they really fighting?
yeah,
Really? But
but
that's different. Isn't that two different weight classes?
yes,
Roy Jones is little.
yes.
I used to watch Roy Jones because he was funny. I liked his entrances and stuff, so I would watch his fight. That I wouldn't watch nobody else's fight. This is
Yeah, it's gonna be. It should be
plus he was cute
interesting.
to me, but he was so little. They was like, oh, he's like 5 feet tall. I was like,
Nah,
eh.
he ain't 5 feet. He like him and Mike Tyson were around the same height.
That's still short.
Mike Tyson like 5'10", 5'11".
You think so?
No,
Oh,
he is.
maybe it's because he walked with that. He fall over when he walk. He don't walk straight up. Maybe that's why I think he's short. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 5'10", 5'11". They're like around the same height.
But
And
one's
Roy
bigger
Jones,
than the other.
he got more reach than him.
Ah, okay.
He got longer reach with his arm. That should be interesting. I think what's my man name? Shannon Briggs would have been a better fight for Mike Tyson for exhibition
No, but the names
because
alone is
that's
going
his
to
weight
give that.
class.
Was that pay per view?
Yeah.
Everybody gonna pay for that. I see people paying for that.
I mean, yeah, those names here. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think Shannon Briggs though would have been a better choice
Mm.
because Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones were supposed to fight. So Roy Jones was training for a fight, and they were going to actually fight. There wasn't going to be no exhibition. So I don't know what happened with that. And that would have been a definite good fight to see between those two. But Mike Tyson, I guess they worked it out. They got the
Mm.
money situation right.
Yeah. Mm. But they're really gonna be fighting now.
Yeah.
That's Mike Tyson. Don't Roy Jones. Don't he know that? Like that's Mike Tyson. Though. You think he lost? You think he lost any of that? I don't
So
think so.
I think Mike Tyson said he's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, I believe him. I believe him when he says that. Yeah, he didn't even say it to me, and I believe that. Roy Jones not afraid. Everybody afraid of Mike right now. Everybody. Maybe they came up with an agreement. Don't I'm gonna hit you hard.
Boy, I
I'll
don't
just
even know
tap
how
you a
you
little
can not.
bit.
Yeah, I don't even know how you could like not get hit hard by Mike Tyson. What happens to you?
It must be worth the money. So
September the 12th. Yeah, yeah.
I
Mike,
wonder. I
Mike.
wonder who. But yeah, but like if you have a fight, right?
I think so. I think that maybe he didn't go with Shannon because Shannon probably would have tried to make it a real fight. Still, you know what I mean? And it would have been a little different. And
How you
that's
have
Brooklyn in Brooklyn. That's
a
Brooklyn,
what?
man.
Oh, you said
That's
Brooklyn.
yeah. Those they're there's only there's a couple of champions out of Brooklyn. And Mike is one of them champions, and so is Shannon.
Oh,
Hey, that's Brooklyn. What was you about to say?
oh, about the crowd. Like how you have a fight without the crowd?
I don't even know how they're going to do that.
That's what
That's
I'm
going
saying.
to be
Like
interesting.
that. Yeah, I don't. That's like having a football game, NFL game without the crowd. Like, like I don't. But like I said, Sierra's husband said that they want them to play football, but didn't tell them what that means exactly. How they're going to play, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this going to go?
And they're
They
talking
don't.
about what is it? Bringing back basketball for. Um, like
Yeah,
they crazy for this money, boy.
yeah. They training right now. They're at Disney World. I told you. They're at the yacht club. The whole NBA and all these players are at the yacht club training. But nobody's told us how this goes. Like, will they get to go home to their families? Like, so and of course, basketball players, football players, they go to the club, or they go to parties and hang around
Right.
questionable people. They're gonna bring back something and bring it back to the whole damn NBA and their families and stuff. How does that work? And one of those football players, did he retire? I think one of them just left, like just retired. It was like, I ain't playing no more. I can't remember who that was. Yeah, he was like, I'm out of here, man. I'm done. I
he
can't
just
remember his name.
he just packed the shit and left. He's like,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
it. I can't remember his name, but he was just retired. Like, I'm not playing no more. Like, he's done. Like, cause I guess he could foresee the future. Like, I mean, how long did it take for the Spanish influenza to go away? The Black Plague. How long did that take? Like, what else? Those and those weren't even international pandemics. So
Bismarck, he's sick, fighting for his
Yeah.
life.
What for with COVID?
I don't know. I don't
Oh.
even want to. I know they're doing that though. Like they out
2
there.
years. 2 years, 50 million people. Spanish influenza. We only in the what? Fifth month?
Right.
Something like that. They said Arizona opened the end of June and closed back up at the end of June. Yeah.
Oh, they booked and busy out here. Baba, Baba Rudy and Mama Yak gonna be on King Simon's show tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Oh, I'm glad I snuck in when I did. I wouldn't have got it. They booked out here.
Bubonic plague, 1346 and 1353. They estimate 200 million people died. Now, how they come up with that back then? That
Hey,
number.
hey.
They
They
lying
keep
about that
track.
number.
They keep track of every number that they come up with. Okay.
They made that up. How they know? 200
They
million,
keep
really?
track.
That was a long time. 46 to 53? That's a long time. Dang. This COVID may be here to stay. Some parents was ready to send their kids back to school too.
They're not even gonna
Now
slow the car down. They're not even gonna slow the car down. They be like, get
just
out,
push them out, roll them
push him
out,
out.
like get out of here.
Yeah.
They're hoping that most kids don't go to school, but I bet you the schools will be full. I bet you they're gonna be like, dang, we expected people to keep their kids home. Nope, they're all gonna be in school. So yeah, that don't even sound right. Black Death. Good lord, the deadliest pandemic.
That's right.
That was the boogeyman, was it?
They
Was
need
it
to be
ghetto?
afraid. They need to be afraid of some Black Death coming and kill their ass. Good one. I love that. Say that one again. What is it called?
Black Death.
Black. That's one. That's right.
It said it was the deadliest pandemic recorded in human history.
That's
Ah,
right. This cracker is the worst
but it
pandemic.
only it only went through the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. Apparently, they probably didn't count Africa. I'm sure, like if it was a pandemic, it must have gone all over. You know, they estimate 200 million. I mean, that's a big gap. 75 million to 200 million. They don't know.
Just make up some shit.
That's a big
Yeah.
gap.
I think it's somewhere in between
And they calling
4,000 and 6
yeah,
million. Yeah, something like
yeah.
that.
And they're
So,
calling it a pandemic. So it probably went further than these three. So they don't know.
seen Bill Gates up there.
Oh, my daughter told me that now Africa is in compliance. I said, really? I said, I need to look at that, see what happened, because now they're paying people to take these shots, these medications. They paying people on the ground. Like, really? Taking advantage of the poor. That's one way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great Plague of London lasted 1 year. I could see how that happened. It was a flu pandemic, 1889 to 1892. Hong Kong had a flu 1 year. An influenza pandemic in 1957, 1958. That's 1 year. Damn, that Black Death, man. The Black Plague.
Black Death.
Says patients develop sudden onset of fever, headache, chills. Skin and other tissues may turn black and die. Oh my goodness. Your skin turned black. Damn, and then you just
That's what I'm
die.
talking about. That's it.
Dang. Especially on your fingers and your toes. And oh. Oh, okay. This wasn't happening to us. Oh my God. It affected rodents and other animals and humans.
Yep.
Nasty bacteria in many areas of the world, including the United States. Ooh, we bitten by a flea. They said you're acquired by, but I don't. They don't know a flea. Come on, that's when people being nasty.
Yep.
Handling an animal that is sick or that has died from the plague, infected tissues and fluids.
Flea ridden.
Yeah, become infected from inhaling respiratory droplets after close contact with cats and humans with pneumonic plague. Ugh. Ugh. Painful lymph nodes, tender, swollen. You have weakness and chills, headache, fever from a flea bite. That's what they're saying. Appropriate antibiotics, the bacteria can spread to other parts of the body. Then they have septic plague. That's where you may turn black and die. I'm gonna have to say that, aka septicemic plague. I'm gonna have to put that down there. I'm collecting all these names. Okay, entities that get rid of the devil. That's septicemic plague right there. Can you imagine them turning black? How they was feeling?
You like that little video we saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Turn black and die.
Then they got pneumonic plague, chest pains, bloody, watery mucus. Ooh, spreads to the lungs. Oh,
Sounds
they don't be
amazing.
knowing where this stuff come from. They making stuff up. But I like that one. That septicemic plague. I like that one. Hey, you see your feet turning black? You start tripping. It probably wasn't in Africa. It probably wasn't. But then again, if it was, they wouldn't report it. So it's just Europe. What if Black Death wasn't an actual disease and it was black people just ripping and running through Europe and cutting off heads? What if that was that? What if that was it? Because we wouldn't know back in
That
1747,
that happened too.
1851.
That happened too.
So that was the
Sure
real
did.
Black Death. Yeah,
Yes. That's
we
why they
saw that
likened
in
it to
Egypt.
that. That's why they likened this to that. That's because it was
Yep.
happening.
Yep, we saw that war in Egypt too. It happened there too.
Hmm.
Black people warring with each other and they calling it some evil angels
Hmm.
flying through the sky.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. They over here trying to fake the funk. No, it was a plague. It was a disease. By you get bitten by a flea. No, it wasn't. It was a bunch of black crusaders
That's right.
ripping
The
and
Spence
running through Europe.
running through by the thousands.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. See how I be thinking like that. We should probably one day talk about those black tribes who are indigenous to the to the to the Saharan desert. Because I've been hearing claims that there's no black people in the Saharan desert. That's just not true. All of
Gotta
Africa belongs to
be
black
careful
people.
what you hear out there.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
these fools will be out here telling you any damn thing.
We I should bring that out. You know? So dang, that black plague was no joke. Some historians see this as a turning point in European economic development. Damn, they found a way to make money out of that. Damn.
Always.
When 20,
Always.
25 and 60% of the population was affected, they found some money that, you know what?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Wow. They just won't stop. They can't stop, won't stop. I didn't mean to use that. That's puppies. My bad. I gotta use something else. They ain't ish.
Let me look on this schedule. Let me see
They'll
what's
sell their
going on.
own people up a river. Well, that was fun. Black Death Mongolia. Wow. We were doing it big.
12, 5, 6, and 8. Oh, so 4 shows today coming up. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh. That's a lot.
Only one got to do with the series though. So
Oh.
and two shows normally on Tuesday anyway, 5 and 6. So that'd be interesting. 12, 5, 6, and 8. Then we got Warrior Wednesday, Black Survival Class, and before we get to Black Survival Class, we got
the
my
minister
brother
wasn't
Black
there last week.
Dr. Samari Kamara, aka Samari Sekou. 11, 12, 5. Got the press conference at 5, and then Black Survival at 7. Wednesday is deep.
How are they gonna blame it on a beaver? Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm my bad. Let me click off of this because this is getting ridiculous.
So yeah, Wednesday is gonna be thick. Tuesday and Wednesday, thick days. We got some more dates filling in just with people with these interviews because it's 30 something people. It's not just 30, it's like 30 something.
I'm enjoying this whirlwind, man. I mean, they speak that all these people speak my language. It's like repetitious. It's like boom, boom, boom every time.
That's the ambush. Okay.
Good Lord, like this is. I feel.
Do you know how fired up I was to read this to Baba out of his own book? And Mama was back. And Baba really now. But she looked at her man like, you better tell him. Tell him that man. Yeah, it's beautiful. How could I not love my job? In the words of DLG, I love my fucking job. So you get
Mm-hmm.
this opportunity to be a facilitator, to spotlight these African warriors, these African educators. You know, so just was amazing to see that fire and ferociousness that exists. And I talk to people on their level. I talk to people
Mm-hmm.
on their level.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relatable Discord because they know I have no sense, and I go all the way. The only sense I have is African sense. I got no qualms about going all the way in this direction right here. Like, nah. So this is good to know, and it's refreshing. Do you know how refreshing it is? I don't got to talk to nobody about their politics, and I don't have to worry about what kind of stupid shit is going to come out of their mouth. Sometimes it's beautiful.
It's very refreshing. I told you, I felt like home.
And then I try like I try some stuff just to see. I need to see because I need to see a little tap to see what it is because Barbara and Mama Yadi politics is very simple. No
Very.
homos, no euros, no Negroes.
That's right.
Perfect. But you touch one of those buttons, that's when that Trump stuff come out. Like, yeah, well, how could you say that about all? And then, like that button get pushed like, oh, got him. This is what it was. Well, you can't say, boom, got him. They love Malcolm, and Malcolm said, if you find a cracker that's good, kill him before he turns bad. And you think that this same man could change and roll with integration because he went to Mecca. Are you serious?
It's something about coming among your own people, like in unison, that will change your whole outlook and attitude at that very moment. You don't think that
Right.
happens when that happens to them? Same thing. Same thing. I can talk to you about many situations where I'm friends with people of different nationalities and the other race or whatever, but it always comes back down to them protecting their own. It's a natural thing.
Natural.
It's a natural thing. I can't get mad. So that's why I have boundaries. Okay? You use them as a tool. This is what Israel did. Use them as a tool to further your own agenda in your own nation. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because at the end of the day, they're going to cape for their own. This is what they do. Because it's a natural thing. I am very intolerant to unnaturalness. Is that a word? Unnaturalness? The
Yes.
unnatural. Yes, the unnatural. I'm very intolerant. I can't tolerate that. I like truth, like just show me who you are. Like if you're going to get that Confederate flag and fly it, look, please, please do. Let me know. No. Be yourself. I ain't got no problem with you. Don't want me to eat at your restaurant? I will not do it. And first of all, I
Right.
wouldn't want to eat at your restaurant and begin with. But since black people can't have nothing, we're forced to eat at your stuff. Eat your nasty food. But if you don't want me to eat at I have no problem going somewhere. I'm telling you,
In a heartbeat.
we need to sit at the table with them for what? They're beneath us, literally, in every way, shape, or form, and they know this. They have to cheat. They have to cheat. They have to cheat. This is what they teach. This is what they do. It's in their works. and they call it the work of the devil. I didn't say it. I call it that, but I didn't say it. They call it that. So I recognize I am on my own side. I can't trust them with my life. Nope, I won't do it. So that's that. Be a fool if you want to.
Be a fool if you want to.
Yeah, be a fool if you want to. I like how Mama Rudy gave the credit where it was due. She kept it honest, saying that before the NAACP was infiltrated, this is what black people were doing.
Boy,
Yep. It was ours first, and then it got infiltrated, and then here comes Black Lives Matters, which was never ours. We know that.
yeah, just
We
the
had that
just
white
the
boy up there pretending to be black.
just the slogan. They killed the original organizer for that movement, and the other organizers. They killed him. Darren
Horrible.
Seal and some of the other people that was there that ain't have nothing. That ain't have nothing to do. So you keep thinking that one of these hot buttons that I was talking about, no Negroes, no homos, no Euros,
That's
and
right.
that's going to do something for you, and you're going to be like, oh no, that's my family. No, they're not your family.
Mm-mm.
They're not your friends. Whatever. Like you have your relationships, you maintain them, whatever. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. They're building a future without you because there's no future in them. They chose something that doesn't produce life, and we life affirming people. So because they chose that, they'll kill you in the process. So I gotta say it so it don't sound like conspiracy. These 60,000 black women that are missing, they
75.
killed they killed them for their organs,
Right.
so they can make these other things that are there.
Mm-hmm.
This is what all that shit is about. So that and the sex trafficking and all of this, this is what it's for. Like if you missing that and you thinking you could go sit at the table with somebody that will kill you to sit at this table to call themselves something that they can never be. They're prepared to sacrifice real black women, your mothers, your aunts, your daughters, your nieces, your cousins, your family members, the wombs that where life comes from, to sacrifice them for something that can never happen unless it's artificially inseminated. And you're okay with that. You're okay with that in your mind. The death and devastation of the life bearer into the physical realm being slaughtered for reproductive organs for somebody who could never use them so they could look like. You're okay with that. Like that's how far it goes. This is what that means. Pedophile rings that take place, sex workers for you that have embraced this thing right here, and they're being trafficked and they're being used. That was that whole Malik Yoba situation and all of that. Like you got to be mindful of this stuff that's going on. So African people, we ain't just saying this stuff. Who got the right politics just to be saying something? This is a weapon. This is being weaponized. And the people who get caught up in it are collateral damage. They don't give a fuck about you either. They present something to you and make it you think that it's your own thoughts and your own choice. Because you want to be accepted somewhere.
Seat at the table, you.
Yeah, you want to be accepted somewhere. You think of being a Negro and portraying your people going to sit with them is going to help you and benefit you. They will toss your ass in the trash when they're done with you. And if you're still alive, you'll crawl back after they burnt you. You'll crawl back after they burnt you. And you'll find some small group of people that'll love on you. But by and large, you're done for. You shouldn't be able to be allowed to come back. Once you go, you go. And if we see you, you know what it is. That's simple. That's how it goes. That movie Fences, they looked at that thing like it was hard, and Denzel was a hard daddy. He gave his son, I don't know how many chances. He told him, you come back around here again, you know what it is. And he ain't come back. He didn't come back. Because you can't dwell in the same house after you make a move like that. You can't do that. So it was a blessing that he let him walk away. That was very clear. And this became a tradition in the house. For in our environments where the youngest son tried his father. And then you see what happened. You see what happened. In European psychology, they call it an Oedipus complex. For them explaining how they want to commit incest with their mothers. On our side, wanting to be a defender, not understanding the dynamics in the family. No.
Well, I mean, did they read Oedipus? Because I have it on the shelf over there. Oh, okay. They don't know what the hell you're talking about when you say that. Okay.
Because they go sit in these classes and they let these people talk this shit to them, and then they come back with it and they think they sound scientific and everything is good. Like, what? This is what you're talking about? This right here?
Yeah.
Make it real simple for them, and then they don't know what to do after that.
Yeah, that's mandatory reading in philosophy. 101, that's mandatory reading. Sophocles, yeah, that's mandatory.
They might have heard that reference in Baby Boy.
Yeah, they don't know what that is. Yeah, he did mention that in there. Yeah,
so you got Oedipus complex. That's it.
He read Oedipus. I said,
now, he snuck that right real quick, like bat, real quick. He talked about Dr. Francis Cress Wilson at the beginning of the movie. Like he stuck all of those stuff in there. Like
he did, yeah. Yep, right in the beginning.
You want your mother to be your woman, but she's not your woman. She's my woman. I was like, hey. Oh man.
They go that woman your property thing.
Told that man got to get up out of here. Like he was trying to focus him to save his life because one more time he would have done him up in there.
Yeah, you're getting in the way of me and my woman. Yeah, you're getting in the way.
He was like, talk to him. Like he's like that scene right there. I don't know what kind of script or what they said for them to do. That was a little too real. It was a little too real. He started punching that wall and all that. He started hitting stuff in the head. Like, we know cats like that when they lose it. It's like that.
Over that woman, yeah.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a man that gets upset, who gets that upset. I can appreciate that.
She came to him. He was like, talk to him. Don't talk to me. Talk to him.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was like, get him before I hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like she's singing that because she's singing the finesse and the smooth and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? But this other dude, yeah, this is a different one right there. This one, talk to him while hurt.
Man has instructions from the beginning. A man leaves his mother and father, and where he go, he cleaves to his wife. Okay.
Why he had to knock him through that table though? Like why? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that scene was all a little too real right there.
Yeah, but
All a little too
everything
real.
wrong with Baby Boy. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. We might discuss that in the future because I
We
really
gotta
want to
get more
talk
to it.
about that scene. I do. Everything that's
Yeah,
wrong with that. Yeah, and in
yeah,
reality, what you're really supposed to do when that happens.
yeah. That was deep.
You
That
know,
was deep. So
just saying, just saying. I think
the whole
he
movie
went
was
a little
up.
bit too far. He went a little bit too far on that son.
No, he warned him.
If
He
Yeah,
warned him
but
though. He
he has to
warned him.
understand. He walked into a house. He walked into a relationship before he even moved into the house, knowing she had a baby son, a grown ass baby son.
Right,
He should have turned around and left her.
and he was operating accordingly. He was operating accordingly.
He should have
He
no. He
told
should have
he
turned
told the
around and
young boy.
left.
He said I keep quiet out of respect for your mother. This is what he said to
Yeah, but
him.
he ain't keep quiet
He
though.
he gave him like 50 warnings. Okay, there was it's more than you would ever got from a real one.
But you see what I'm saying though, right? He saw
Yeah,
that from the gate. He should have turned around and walked away.
that woman
That's
was
a
working for him.
problem. That's a problem. If he
That-
couldn't foresee that, I don't know.
he did. He was prepared for it.
Prepared.
Yeah.
That wasn't wise. I feel like that wasn't wise.
Hey, when he choked him out. That's right. Call for your mama.
Yep. A black woman will put a man out for putting their hands on their child, no matter how
Right,
old. Like, you know what I'm
right,
saying? So that was
right,
everything wrong with that scene right there. But because she
right,
was neglected of love, she, you know what I'm saying? And she had this thing with men because he did bring that up, saying, "You always got a man. You can't never be by yourself." This is what he said to his mama. So
right.
she had some issues there, you know. So yeah, everything wrong with Baby Boy. You got to bust that down real quick, you know. One
Gotta
day,
break it down.
yeah,
Yeah.
one day we got to bust that down because everything wrong with it.
You gonna choose him over because the last one she kicked the son out again. You know
Right,
before he
got
died.
shot. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gonna choose
Yep.
him over me? Your own flesh and blood. You know how you talk. Your own
Mm-hmm.
flesh and blood.
And that was John
But
Singleton bringing that issue out on black
yeah,
women. You know, we need to talk about that. You women that can't be alone. You know, that is a major problem. It is, and they will get into abusive relationships because they can't be alone.
he thought he had some say so about how things go. He ain't had no say so. He called Peanut talking about, yeah, won't you let me come over this? He was like, eh.
That is
It
so
must
mean.
not be
I'm like
working
Peanut.
out
I'm
on
like
that.
whatever. Yeah. I'm like whatever. Get out of here. I'm not the one. I'm not like that other one.
Yeah,
That
so
other one. Yeah. Mm-mm.
but you don't choose either way it goes. It didn't choose with him.
Right.
He didn't choose. You see what I'm saying? So it was circumstance that the sisters chose and told him what it was from his mama to everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that movie. I'm sure that movie's. I'm gonna watch it. No, no, no. I'm gonna do mine first, and then I'll watch what other people had said about it to see if we got the same analysis or each and every part that I found um, needing to be spoken about through that movie. It was a lot of issues in that movie, a whole lot.
Yeah. Omar Gooden was up in there acting crazy.
He
Still
was
ain't
my
found me no
favorite. He was my favorite thing next to
Snoop.
no next to Ving Rhames. What was his
Oh, Melvin.
yeah. That love affair there was, oh my God. That's one for the books. Oh yeah, that right there, Lord Child. Yes. Mm-mm-mm. That thing right there, yeah. And then in the Omar, his part. That's that crazy friend.
Yep.
Everybody got one of them. I'm that crazy friend to some people, but everybody got one of them at least. You should have one at least. He had issues too. Like I didn't even like. I'm watching him in his situation. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I would love to break that his situation down. He had that was
It
that
was
was
the
so
truth,
dysfunctional.
right? So dysfunctionally true.
I'm like,
Y'all
what
told
is
me I
going?
could stay here. Brought me these clothes and the video game. Now, Jody, I'm talking to my family right now.
Uh,
Hey, he was so serious. So all his little lines were serious. He over there
yes,
fixing on bikes. He's like, hey, y'all little niggas get the fuck out of here. I was like,
they was like kind of in the same situation. Like it was basically
right.
the same situation.
He was living with that lady and his
And her
girl
daughter,
and her mom
yeah, the
and her
mother.
mama. Yeah,
And the mama looked like the daughter. That's that age gap. See, we got to talk about this.
right.
We got to talk about the mother looked just as young as the daughter. That's a whole nother story. But that is not uncommon, and I had these conversations already on some platforms about this. Like that is nothing new. Okay, so stop it. Trying to demonize that thing.
Please believe it. Please believe it. Taraji did her thing in that movie. Shit,
She
she
did.
did that.
She did.
She did. She did. I'm a happy man. Whoa, whoa. Not some little boy. I'm gonna live at home with his mama.
No, but then she went and did the dumbest thing ever. Like I've seen this in my real life. So I'm like, okay, well, give her a pass. But come on. Because it can't be alone. Like you gotta wait. You gotta pray. You gotta wait and pray. You gotta pray and wait. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, well, he couldn't
It's
be alone either.
how could you trade your peace? Like I can't
You
do it.
know,
Like trading your
love,
peace.
more. Get me out of here. Now her homegirl was in a relationship with old dude, and he was beating on her too.
He was beating on her, yeah, but she wouldn't leave her. That leave her because never mind. We got. We'll talk about this
Yeah.
because
Tune in to
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Everything wrong
I
with
think
baby.
I think she said
Part one.
didn't she say he paid the bills or something? I gotta go back and look at that part real quick. Something that he paid. I guess he was paying the bills too. So it wasn't. So she had some sort of like financial security. I think so. That has something to do with it as well. Why she stayed there, I don't know.
On my plug on my
I need
motherfucker.
to pay attention more to that
All
movie.
right, Jody. Damn.
I pay attention. I pay attention to the wrong parts of the movie. I gotta start paying attention to the right parts of the movie. All of the
Those sisters
movies.
want that last word, boy. She was like, all right, Jody. Damn. She was talking shit. Damn.
And the part where he didn't realize that his mother's bedroom was off limits, like, after the man moved in, like somebody would know, like a regular person, a mature person would know that now her bedroom becomes, off. It should be off limits anyway, but it should be off limits. He goes in there and starts playing with the TV. I said, "Oh my God, why would he do that? Is he dumb?"
He's acting like a baby boy.
Oh my goodness. He was
Yeah.
already moved in, and he went in her bedroom and started playing with the TV. I said, "No, no, no. The bedroom is off limits. She's got a man now."
Meet my man Melvin. See how she looked at him?
Yeah, she did. He did that on purpose. And he put that look on his face, and that was it. She was stuck. She was stuck. He had a command over her. Yeah, yeah. And he didn't like it. You see how he was looking at them? How her
Right.
son was looking at them? Like, what? And it happened more than once.
And that's normal. That's how So so your mother come in with some man. You a dude. You ain't gonna just be welcome in like, yeah, bro. How you doing? Blah blah blah. But he was checking him out though. Stacey Adams. uh,
But he took her out on a legitimate date. Like, they went to the
right.
club, you know. She got dressed up. He knew exactly what he had to do to get that woman, because he just moved in. Like, what was that about? You know? Like,
Jody did his research on his ass. He should have just kept it to himself.
that's something to talk about. Like, what was you living at before you could just move into somebody's house 2 days later?
He had a job though. He was out there getting
Yeah, and where was he living at before? You know what I'm saying? Like, he moved in like 2 days later. He was like, you just met him. He lived here already. Like,
it. Mama, this nigga live
yeah,
here. If I want to have a man all up and through here,
yeah.
Mama
What's
wasn't playing.
that about?
Mama wasn't playing.
She did it to him when they were together. Like, he's looking at her, and then Jody's looking at both of them. It happened out in the garden too. So he was losing his mama. He had lost his mama. I think that first instance, he knew it. That's funny. And we gotta find out where Melvin was living at. I'm curious.
Jody told him where he was living at. He told him
Yeah.
about his children and all kinds of shit.
Oh,
Remember? That's what
the kids called him a deadbeat or something like that. But then he explained. But then he had explained what had happened.
he said, that ain't gonna happen, bro. That's what he told him. He was talking shit on that couch. Think you just gonna get up in here and be all up in here with my mama? That ain't gonna happen, bro. Talking tough. He put him in that chokehold. He was like,
Yeah,
he was like,
looking
Mom.
at him. Yeah, he looking at
That's
him like,
right. Call for your mama. That was
'cause
me
he
in the
could have
background.
killed him.
Look, Vin Rangers don't talk like that. That was me in the background. That's right. Call for your mama.
But he said, you brought a killer up in here, mama. That's what he said. He's a killer. Yeah, but why he testing a killer then? If he knows he's a killer.
Thinking his mama was gonna protect him inside
Right.
of him.
As that's what I'm talking about. Because like I'm telling you, across the board, black women be kicking that man out. And they didn't even go near the children. But she didn't do that.
She was torn in between. You see, she was back and forth in between them.
Right. But he was a grown up. He was a grown up, but
You're not a baby anymore.
I mean, is it the fault of the mom for not teaching her sons how to be men? Because the brother had an issue. The brother had the same issue. Both her sons were the same way. Right? So could she have kicked him, really kicked him out like that? He wasn't taught properly, or what was that about?
There's a lot of stuff in that little
Yeah, it's
part
a
right
lot
there.
of stuff, right? It's
Yeah, so I guess
complicated.
we gotta go through the series. Everything Wrong with Baby Boy, part 1.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Beginning
Yeah,
tomorrow.
because
Tomorrow.
you can't raise a child a certain way, and then when you see fit, kick them out. They don't have the tools or the know how to take care of themselves. Like, she's been treated like a baby for so long.
No, but no. Yeah. we're messing around and getting into a discussion right now, and we ain't. Okay?
Right.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Look, y'all gotta come back tomorrow after 12 o'clock, and we'll be talking about Baby Boy. Part.
I don't think we're gonna get through all of it because we stuck on
That's
one
why I
part.
said part one. In action.
Because it's about to get deep because we're gonna have to try to explain some of these situations. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of blaming. You know, the blame game going on.
Is it?
I would think so. I would think
I think
so.
we're gonna critically, do some things. And hopefully, it don't turn into Love Jones because Love Jones was a little, you know,
Ah,
little,
yeah,
But
yeah. Well, we only disagreed on one part of that.
I don't know if we disagree. I think we presented separate perspectives of the same thing. That's all.
I think that was a disagreement, but
They, you know,
that whole friend hooking up with the friend thing and what actually happened.
yeah, boy, he did that. Bill Bellamy did that. He sure did. Yeah, body language and mannerisms and stuff like that. It tells all. It ain't certain things you know how to say, and your friend know if you did it or if you didn't. He know he did, and it
Yeah, but
was
why
smart.
he take her back and then bring it up? Why would he do
It's
that?
smart because he ain't never get over it. He ain't never get over it.
He shouldn't have took her back. I know that's not real life, but I'm just saying, like in hindsight, you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
if you're
that's
not
real
able,
life.
yeah,
That's
it's
real
real
life.
life, right? If you're not
Yeah,
able to take it, though, why would take yourself through that? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't you heal from that and move on instead of enduring it constantly? Because every time you look at her, that's what you see. Why would you
she
torture
left
yourself
for
like
two
that?
dudes in the movie, and not one. Two.
See, I'm going off on a tangent. We ending this, right?
Right.
I'm going off on a tangent. Yeah.
See, but he started it with that poem. He was talking that shit, and she wanted to know what that shit mean. Fuck your
That
man. I heard about him.
that's
Okay.
equivalent. That's equivalent to when Melvin was looking at his mama like that. That's
Yeah.
equivalent. That was
Yeah.
the same type of deal.
Yeah. We
hmm
we, we got to do a whole show on Snoop relationship and that thing. No, one of the greatest villains to ever hit the stage. No.
His hair was the bomb though, and
He was like
I loved his
Trey
hair.
D, Trey D came out like this nigga came here on a bike, cuz. Hey, Trey D, he went on. He had to make sure that hey, you gonna put me in another movie, okay? This nigga came here on a bike,
On
cuz.
a bike. Yep.
He was pedaling fast as shit on that bike when them little cats had robbed him at the store. He was all tough, but then he got to that grass and fell off the bike on the ground. I got check. Oh, possible. Go get my guns. Go get my guns.
He did. He went and ran to his friend, probably damn near in tears. Yep. All right. I'm gonna save that for later.
I thought I died. Peanut was doing. He was shooting that Glock, wasn't he? Pow, 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 pow. My boy thought he was in Menace to Society.
I like that movie, but that movie was terrible.
Terrible.
It was terrible.
Man, I watched that movie so many times, and I didn't know that was Saphir from Golden State Warriors, the rap group with Razzcast and Exhibit.
Oh, I didn't know either. Okay.
I looked, I said, "Oh shit." Because Saphir got that deep, crazy voice. So when he got out the car and he played the cousin house, like, "What's up, nigga?" I was like, "Oh shit, that was Saphir." All these years, just ragged.
I'm trying to remember where I saw that movie. I can't. It was probably at the multiplex, most likely. Trying to think, because I saw Friday in Irvington,
Oh shit.
but I'm trying to figure out where I saw Men's Society, and I think it's at the multiplex.
We used to sneak in that movie theater all the time.
No, I saw it in Amboy. That's where I saw it.
Oh,
Men's
you
Society. We
fancy?
saw it at Amboy. Yes, that's where it
Fancy,
was.
fancy.
Yep, it was Amboy. Yep, Amboy Theaters. Yep.
You brought me back to that movie theater in Irvington. My homeboy used to work up there.
That movie theater was
And
terrible.
he used to act brand new when we came up there, knowing damn well we sneaking in there.
Oh my
Damn well
god,
we sneaking in there.
that movie theater was terrible. That movie was the most basic. Oh my god, and I mean unsafe. But
Right.
I had to see it. My mama, I drove my mother crazy.
You go in
I
there,
want to
you pay
see it.
for one movie, and you be there all day. All day.
Begged her to take me. Can you please take me and see
Sneaking.
it? And we got there late. We got there at the part where Debo knocked Red out. The part that's in black and white. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said, "You got knocked up. You got a problem, old man?" No.
No. Ronaldo Ray, rest in peace.
Yeah, he was like, "No." What I tell you
Ronaldo,
about messing around with these people?
get up.
Yep, get up. I tell you about messing around with these people. Got him to the car. That's the part we walked in on. So that was
I
the very
think
beginning.
Michael Clark Duncan was over there too.
Yeah, he was. He was out. He wasn't Debo's friend, but he was out there. He was playing dice, right?
Yeah, play dice.
Yeah, he's playing dice.
Damn, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He played the big gorilla, the in Planet of the Apes. And I remember Steve Harvey went in on him for playing the monkey, for playing the ape. Look at the pan calling the kettle black, right? So
Right.
yeah. I remember that. I was like, wow, why would he do that?
I think he would have slapped his lips off if he would have seen him in real life talking that shit.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he'd have roughed him up real something nasty. Yeah, but I remember that he went on his morning show. He went in on him, and people were saying how that Steve Harvey was being jealous because he was in a that was a big time movie. So it was a bit. I went to go see that. I said, White Monkeys. Let's
He
see
was in the
this.
green. He was in the Green Mile.
Yeah, he was in the green. I only saw the Green Mile once. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to
That
see.
shit was like 3 hours long. That shit ain't never
Yeah,
went off. I was like,
yeah,
God damn, like, is this shit gonna go off?
yeah.
Like,
But
this,
yeah, that's another movie I can't watch. I mean, nothing beats Rosewood. But I'm just saying, like, I can't watch that either. It upsets me. The Help upsets me. I only saw that once.
yeah, I only seen that once. I only needed.
Yeah, that upsets me. I can't.
I could have did without.
Yeah, that
Could have
upsets
did
me.
without seeing it.
Like movies like that, I don't get any joy out of. Like they make movies like that. This is why I didn't go see Harriet because I already know the story, and I
You
knew that
seen
they weren't
Color
going to
Purple?
tell
You
it
could
right.
go. You could watch all them other movies if you
The
seen Color.
Color Purple I watched
Don't
as
be
a
acting
child.
brand new. Okay, don't be
No,
acting.
when I was no when it Color Purple is a little bit different because that's once again another movie about black internal problems. It wasn't so much the outside problem, the outside antagonism. It was mostly internal issues, so I can deal with that better. But when we was talking about them crackers and and whips and chains and Jim Crow and stuff. I can't take it. Like, I don't do well with those movies. I don't watch them. Django, it took a long time for me to watch Django. Like, I didn't watch it right away. Like, and I had watched it in parts because when I first the beginning, I turned it off. Like the beginning, you know how the beginning start. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, I can't watch this. I can't watch this. That's what I'm like, I can't. And then I turned
Yeah.
it off.
Samuel Jackson, one of my favorite actors, but he needed his ass whooped. Just uh,
Quentin Tarantino saying nigga and all those times in the movie, like he needed to get beheaded for that shit.
Well,
He was
nobody
like,
else could have made that movie and get away with that. I'm just saying. You know
was
that.
like,
So
yeah, but all of the shit, the Jackie Brown, like all of the stuff, like he
yeah,
always did that in all of those movies.
right.
Like he's not
It's
supposed to be
black
able to get away with it.
exploitation, right?
Yeah, he's not supposed to be able to get away with it.
And he gets rewarded for it.
Right. Even in the Inglourious Bastard movie,
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, I like Inglourious Basterds too, but that's who he is. He's a black exploitation artist.
Right. Yeah, with that German dude, I'm telling like the epitome of that German fucking mind with that fucking German officer that was in there playing that drinking game with them.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Did I come on the ship? Did I come in chains?" Like the way he broke that shit down, it was like, "Am I a nigga from Africa? No? Then I must be King Kong." I said, "Motherfucking bastard bitch." He died right after. Like, I'm telling you, like that movie, I watched that movie so much, like I loved it. Like,
I like Reservoir Dogs better than Inglourious Basterds. So I like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, that's up there.
That's a good white movie.
Right here.
The world's smallest violin playing for the waitresses. Yeah, I love that. Philosophizing. That's what they were doing.
Right.
That's a good example.
And you see now they came and shut all that stupid shit down. You just give up your buck like everybody else.
Right.
You see, he looked at the money and knew a dollar was missing. You don't fuck with no crackers when it comes to no fucking money. Like he looked at that shit and then what? Who didn't cough up? He says he don't tip. Michael Mason ain't on shit like this guy. He says he don't tip. I don't tip. I don't believe in it. Talking that shit. Tight ass Jew with that money. He ain't want to get no money.
Mm-hmm. Tight.
He said, "You cough up your buck." He didn't want to hear that shit. He sounded like my grandfather. My grandfather talked like that. He didn't waste no words on shit. What are you gonna do? Like that. That's it. Like that's it. What are you gonna do?
My grandfather never talked much either.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It was about that action. I used to talk to my grandfather on the phone from the time I was 5 to the time I was 35, and you didn't get no conversation around here. None. Grandpa, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, that was my grandpa. Yeah.
You know, can't complain. Ain't gonna do any good anyways. That's it. That is it. That's a wrap from 5 to 35, and I'm just stuck. I don't know what the fuck to say.
What state was he in? What state was he in?
Poughkeepsie, upstate New York.
Okay, yeah, that's why he talked like that.
Yeah.
I try not to talk like that, but people say I talk like that, so.
Yeah, the 845 area code. My grandfather.
It's not an Italian accent. It's a New York, New Jersey accent. That's what people give it to Italians. Why? Because they are the majority up here. That's why. But it's not that. It's not that. People get on my nerves.
Stop listening to people. and they won't
Yeah, I
get
know. I need to stop, but I have to educate them. That it's New York,
You don't?
Connecticut. You know, like no, just to let them know. Like they keep saying you have an Italian accent. No,
They aren't listening. They aren't listening. So you can
they
tell them,
don't listen. You're right.
but
You're right.
they aren't listening.
Cause you got it bad. I know I got it bad, but you got it real bad.
Get your hands on me, crap. I'll be right in that movie, like, get your hands on me. Yeah, I'm be in Black Panther 3. I'm be leaving Insadaka's funeral. Like, this shit ain't over. Walk on. Get your
Did they
hands
show
on me.
the funeral? Because after he died, I turned it off. Like after he killed over, and that was it. I turned the damn thing off. Turned it off. I don't even know what happened after that. They had a funeral for him or no?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm being part 3.
Oh.
Like, gotta have it. Get your hands. This shit ain't over. What's the dude's name? T'Challa. This shit ain't over, T'Challa. They just need
You know
me for that
what? You know
part.
what? They gonna have a Black Panther part 2, and his son, like did you say his son gonna come out of nowhere?
Something.
Into
Yeah.
Daka's son gonna come out of nowhere?
I'm be out there like. I'm out there looking all serious, looking around. This shit ain't over, T'Challa. Walk off. Me and Michael Wright. Me and Michael Wright gonna be over there. Roll up.
Mm.
Talking this Akata shit at my brother's funeral.
All the women had the important jobs in that movie.
Right.
Just saying. Just saying. Was that symbolism? Were they trying to say something there? I mean, they twist it like that.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. But that movie, I can't even talk about that movie like that because it was made. It was disingenuous.
Well, that's their job.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it was a wrap. What we started talking about to keep on going back to.
Not even that, but one more thing. If they, my brother told me to repair this white man, I'd have been, oops, he died. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oops. I tried to say, our technology ain't that good.
he didn't survive the surgery.
Right. I don't know what happened.
My boy said, "Where's Claw?" He was looking over his shoulder. He couldn't wait to get a hold to him.
Why they have T'Challa ain't tell nobody?
He looked at him and said, "You a bitch like your daddy."
They had his body the whole time. They didn't tell nobody. That was messed up. You didn't find anything wrong with that? You didn't see anything wrong with that? They had the body the whole time. Ain't say nothing.
Nope.
They was okay with Interdaka doing what he was doing. That's the issue, right? That was the real reason right there.
Yeah.
They like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
We're gonna keep you on ice over here, bruh.
You on ice.
We're gonna keep you over here for a minute, see what happens.
See, look, that maroon in the mountain, he wasn't interested in no power. He was already the shit. He wasn't no fucking up there.
Right.
They thought they was gonna be able to creep up there. Get your
He
ass.
didn't even show up to the meetings.
Right.
He didn't even show up.
Fuck all that.
You're right. If your government not acting right, you don't support it. There it is. Bleep.
That was it.
That's it.
Homeboy said, "If you speak again, I will feed you to my children." I was like,
You do not talk. And they was fucked up bringing that white boy every fucking where, just giving him
Yeah.
tour rap. How the fuck he get up in the mountains? Like,
Right.
I'm like,
All he gonna do is go back and tell it.
I'm like, you brought this crack up here to my spot? Like, I don't give a fuck what you was looking for.
All he gonna do is go back home and tell it. That's gonna be in part 2. Just watch. But then again, they don't have. Wait a minute. Wait, Thanos took. I gotta go back and watch it.
Look at you trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, because if they took that, he had to have taken their technology because of the. I gotta go back.
Yeah. What else was supposed to?
Because it may not be a part 2 because of that. I mean, I don't know. What maybe they go back into the. Maybe if they go back in the day, maybe I don't know. I don't know how they would work that out, but oh well. We done?
Yes.
All right, we done. That was good random conversations. So random, I forgot all the topics we covered. Yeah, we gotta get up on that baby boy though.
There we go.
Because we're gonna disagree. I know it already.
We
disagree? Disagreeing is okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay.
No.
Having different perspectives is okay. It's healthy, Yeah,
that's healthy. Different perspectives.
No. On a movie, yes. On a movie, I'm not talking about a nation building. Okay, it's a different thing. That's a whole different thing. No.
You come like, really? You think that? Really? You think that happened? Really? You think they did that?
Yeah,
really?
You might get a couple, 3, 4 of those.
Really?
You might get that. Yeah.
That's what you got from that thing? Really?
And then I commence to try to change your mind. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't see that. But okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
You might get 3 or 4 of those responses. You might.
Really? Really? To be extra with it. So like, really?
Really? I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean?
People be watching this. Shout out to people who be watching this late at night, and I don't even know. Like, people be watching this late at night. This is interesting.
You watch it in the morning. You gonna push a button or no?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the
motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.
Yeah. See how that button worked? The button is like.
Well, you already know what I'm gonna say.
What you gonna say?
Shalom.